A well-trained puppy is the dream of every new pet parent, but there's no need for it to be just a dream. Proper training and supportive encouragement are the best ways to help a dog understand good behavior from bad. Of course, there will be mistakes as your dog learns, but if you know how to discipline a dog and redirect him, you'll have the best behaved pup on your street. The good news is that dogs tend to be fast learners. If you can work with him on obedience training, disciplining a dog should be reasonably simple in the immediate moment and for the rest of his life. Before you begin, it's important to learn the do's and don'ts of how to discipline a dog. You want to make sure the punishment matches the action, and you don't do anything to harm the bond you're currently building with your pet. Understand the dog's perspective. Dogs don't naturally understand words. They rely on tone, body language, and context. Saying no effectively means using cues that align with how they communicate. A firm, low tone conveys disapproval. Sharp and clear sounds grab their attention. Don't pair no with mixed messages like smiling or petting. Dogs might misinterpret this as approval. The don'ts of disciplining a dog. Don't physically discipline your dog. You love your pets like family, so you never want to hurt your dog. It goes without saying that you should never lay a hand on your dog to discipline him, even if you're extremely frustrated. There is never a reason to hit, shake, or intimidate your dog. If you're ever feeling like the discipline is getting out of your control, it's time to hire a professional trainer or ask for assistance from your friends or family members. Physical discipline also can make the problem worse. Dogs struggle to connect the punishment with the action they committed, so they are likely not to change their negative behavior, but rather become fearful and less prone to listen. Don't yell or scream at your dog. Your dog understands the difference between your normal voice and shouting voice, just as you understand the difference between a bark and his play sounds. However, if all the disciplining you do just sounds like loud noise to your dog, he'll eventually begin to tune you out. Or, even worse, yelling could agitate or excite your pup, which might encourage negative behaviors. Keep a calm voice and use clear, simple commands. Don't rub your dog's nose in an accident. Sometimes it takes a puppy a little while to learn where it's acceptable to relieve himself. Since dogs often mark their territory in many places outdoors, it can be hard for puppies to learn not to do the same thing in the house. The smell they leave is a way of communicating with other animals. Even if they understand that they aren't supposed to go in the house, they may not understand the severity of their actions. Don't punish your dog by rubbing his nose in his accident. This can create an anxiety issue or break the bond between pet and owner. The do's of how to discipline a dog. Do reinforce good behaviors. In an ideal relationship with your dog, you don't have to worry about discipline any longer and can simply praise him. There are many ways to positively reinforce good behaviors, and your dog will especially like getting healthy treats when he's done something right. The more you encourage your dog, the harder he'll work to make sure he follows the rules and keeps you happy. Do catch your dog in the act. To successfully discipline a dog, address a behavior or action while or immediately after it happens. You can't reprimand your dog for something he did in the past. He simply won't understand why you're disciplining him. However, you can teach your dog if you catch him in the act of doing something wrong. It simply means to be on the lookout and respond quickly and appropriately to his behavior. Do consider your dog's health. If your dog suddenly begins to urinate on your carpets and furniture after being successfully house-trained for quite some time, there's a chance that his behavior is the result of a medical issue, such as a urinary tract infection. Since you're not a mind reader, a trip to the veterinarian's office is necessary. Dogs don't like to soil their home areas, so consider this a potential sign of an internal problem. Do redirect your furry friend. When you're learning how to discipline your dog, one of the best routes to take is redirection. First, stop your dog in the act of whatever he's doing, then give him a different pet parent-approved option. For example, if you walk into a room and notice him chewing your shoes or hairbrush, swiftly tell him no, and take the item out of his mouth. Once your dog is calm, present him with an actual chew toy. When he's munching on the toy, make sure to reinforce the positive behavior with lots of praise. Disciplining a dog can be tough, But remember that you're helping him learn to be the best version of himself. If you treat your pup like you would a child, you will start to see that you're teaching him how to be a grown-up. The time you spend training him properly will not only improve his behavior, but also the bond you share. Make sure to always be patient and invest time in your dog's training, so you'll worry less about how to discipline a dog and spend more time enjoying his company instead.